Visibility is one of my favorite things. And you want to know why? Because I have discovered, as much as we have a desire to help, if they cannot see us, we cannot help them. So to me, one of the biggest gifts I can give the world is not only sharing you with the world, because that's important, but helping you be seen on a higher level by the people who need desperately what you have. So I want to bring you to the world and have you be seen, and I'm wearing sparkly shoes to stand in this.
Bliss is your birthright. Choose to live it every single day.
Have a plan. Really choose the steps of where you're wanting to go. Where's that aiming high for you? So that you can really shine. Have the influence your expertise demands and is needed. Because if they cannot see you, if they cannot hear you, you can't help them. And people need you. So I'm going to encourage you and I'm going to challenge you to step into your expertise and share it with the world. Step into a higher level of influence. This group of individuals are really stepping forward and shining in powerful ways. So I'm very excited to share each of these just amazing individuals and what they are stepping into. As you're leaning in, as hold space for these individuals, as they're stepping out in new ways, new visibility, things that they're doing, and continue to hold space for them, connect with them, cheer them on. They're doing some amazing things in their walk. And I have to remember, it's not a solo journey. We need each other on this journey. So I want you to celebrate as they share, hold space for them, and cheer them on. Can we do that? Okay, great.
In the past, I trashed my body with bulimia. And in the past, I was very fat and very sick, and if I hadn't gotten off that train that was barreling down the track, I would end up like my parents, who have countless degenerative diseases between them. I am ready, full body, I think, 40 years, I think I'm ready, to connect with women and men who want to take their bodies on.
And I didn't want to be a farmer. That's how I grew up. And my dad said, well, I think you should be a veterinarian to take care of my animals or become a nurse to take care of me. And I'm like, I'm not doing either of those. That's ridiculous. And so I went into corporate, and because that's where the money was and that's what you wanted to do if you're going to make it. And I did. It was just a lot of fun to, I had a great job in sales and marketing. But I kept, as I was going through levels of success, so to speak, and promotions, I just never was fully satisfied. I was never happy. And I had 3 near-death experiences between 19 and 26. And in that experience, I discovered that I was not loving myself. And so I had to heal at a very deep, deep level. These amazing, stellar women were just showing up in my life, showing me a different way of being, and just watching Rebecca flourish over the last couple of years and really stepping into her message and what she's offering. And I'm like, yeah, I can do that too. I want to do that. I want to be ta-da. And I'm here to play bigger. And even today, I'm on stage how many times? Almost 5 times today, I think. And, it's just, I want to play bigger. And Rebecca is showing me the way, and I want to be a part of that. My bold goal is to affect 1 million women.
And so what I will be writing about is this passion that I have. Earlier, Moneeka was asking us about our why. My why is my daughter. The only reason I started paying attention to my relationship with money is when I had my baby girl. I'm a single mom. I had her very late in life. And up until that point, I only had to take care of myself, right? But when I had her, and because of my own childhood, I just really wanted to make sure that I could be the best mom that I could be for her. She deserves that. She deserves that freedom to be able to fly.
1, 2, 3, ta-da!
Your people are waiting for you, for your legacy message and gift. And I believe when you tap into your heart, no matter what you're doing, You make a difference in this world. Big visions are for souls. And I'm here to help bring the power of money to the power of the soul.
With everyone, myself, my clients, any woman I've ever talked to, all of us, really, we have 3 areas that are fundamental for transforming this issue with food in our bodies that intimately relates to how we interact with our businesses, our wealth, and the world in general, our relationships. It affects everything for us. The most fascinating thing that I've discovered in all these years of working with people is how much our emotional stress and our beliefs and these nutritional barriers are impacting our ability to make money, period. Every time, no exception. I think if we don't like ourselves and we don't feel good about ourselves, then what's the point? And that's feminism to me. And I don't care what size we are or what we look like, but it's about how we feel.
So we're going to take a moment to have each of our authors, and we're going to do it in clusters, coming up on stage, and I'm going to ask them to share their name, their chapter title, and a little bit of something from their chapter with you.
I'm the first chapter of the book. I was so honored when Rebecca told me that. I'm like, what? That's so awesome. So I'm on page 13, I believe, and my chapter is called Life is a Constant Construction Zone.
Let's get tender. It's the quiet vow that transformed my broken financial wings into feminine power to prosper, one brave feather at a time. And what I hope that you take away from this chapter are my 8 money mindset tools that I put in here. I call the combination of these tool money wings, and there's 8 listed in the chapter. And ultimately, I also kind of segue and tell another side story about the story. And the takeaway from that is that really, in the end, what matters most is what we've been talking about, the power of our choices and what we choose to do next.
And in my chapter, I talked about, I have learned, and I knew this all the time, but you have to go back and remember that I am grateful for everything. Everything that has happened in my life, all of it made me who I am now. And I'm grateful for that.
So I'm gonna read just the first part of it. You're gonna have to read the rest for yourself. It came to me in a dream. The story was a vision of me being between the lines in the center of a long road. I didn't know which side I should go to, which side would accept me, on which side did I belong. The rest is for you to find out.
So you can now rethink some of those stories that seemingly drive your life, right? But how do you start? I suggest you simply remember. Take some time to ponder who you are today. What little vignettes run through your mind? Where did you think you would be 5 years ago? Where are you today in comparison? Did you reach your goals, or did your goals change?
And in 3 years, miraculously, I'd gotten out of $40,000 in debt. I had no furniture when I came back. I had a beautifully furnished apartment. I had a thriving business as an executive coach, and I was in a healthy relationship. And I didn't realize that until I wrote the chapter, that it happened in such a short amount of time. To me, it seemed like forever as I was going through that.
You don't know who you are here to impact. And the message that you have to share is going to change someone's life. But you have to share it. You have to step into it and embrace it.
There's 10 tips. And the 10th tip is forgiveness can find you.
Being heartstrong is being willing to take back your health at any age. It is being willing to acknowledge that something has to change and then making that change. It is not hiding away, continuing to munch on your best friends, the chips and ice cream. It is hard, but it is not impossible. It doesn't matter how old you are or what your current condition is. Once you have the desire and your heart is resolved, you can do this. And I'll help you if you want. Lean and strong and shine.
The acronym for LIGHT is living in gratitude, harmony, and trust. And I've got to do that for the last 5 years. And everything has now shifted to a greater holy shift.
My chapter is all about helping find the things, for you to be able to shine. I've had the privilege to be able to represent a lot of organizations and stuff as a result, but the song goes like this. It says, when I look at all the people I've seen this past year, some were touched with happiness while others filled with fear. Some just need a warm embrace while others need a prayer. When they look deep into your eyes, will they see someone who cares? Are you an agent for progress more than just a notion? Are you an agent for progress joining healing's emotion today? And it says, you may be a beacon of hope or a whisper in the night for someone who feels all alone but still chooses to fight. You take an honest look, you're busy, this is true, but someday this beacon of hope may be waiting there for you.
I got a commission. Got to wear shoulder boards. And the day before I got my commission, all my buddies were calling me John, all this kind of stuff. The next day they were calling me sir. The very next day. What was the difference? I didn't feel any different. I had shoulder boards. And so I talk about how we can find our shoulder boards and maybe building our shoulder boards, which might just be a smile. Something that we can grasp onto to help us act confident, and that'll generate feeling confident.
Everybody has a choice in any situation. You can choose to laugh or you can choose to cry. And guess what? I choose to laugh, and I hope you will too.
We are challenged with different things throughout the day, every single day, and we have an opportunity to choose. And so the title of my chapter is Blossom in the Midst of the Storm.
Survival is in different forms. You can be a survivor of a medical condition or a car accident or something, but there's surviving situations of your life too. Those are the big ones. So, before you stands a survivor of many situations, which ironically just seem to follow me everywhere, but it's getting better.
Aren't these authors amazing? Experts, influencers, willing to really share and touch lives. In every chapter, they share tips, things that you can actually apply practically in your life. So it's a very rich book. I encourage you to lean into it. Well, I wanted to spend some time today kind of integrating, because that's part of the magic that you get to bring forth, is really processing some of what has been shared today. So does that sound good?
Yes.
Okay. And I feel like you've gotten a lot of tips and advice and suggestions and ideas today, and mindsets and tools and connections. So I want you to be able to put that together into something that's going to support you. And sometimes we see our quirks, or things that are different, as something we need to change or get rid of. And I want to invite you to shift the perspective. That could be the magic that you're actually bringing to the world. Is that very thing that's different about you that people always kind of comment on. Maybe that's the thing you should be doing more. There are a number of people that I think it's important we acknowledge that have really held space for us today. And as we've tried new things and we've shifted a little bit this way and that way during the event, I wanted to acknowledge the helpers who've really held space for us today. I think it's important, all these people that have been behind the scenes really holding everything together, that we give them a moment of acknowledgement. So if I could have all of our helpers stand, and we give them a round of applause thanking them. Thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. And then I would like us to also celebrate our speakers who were willing to prepare to come to today and really pour into you. So could I have my speakers come to the stage one more time? Wonderful. Great. Great. And we have just a little gift as a token of our time together today, and it's a lotus, a crystal lotus, to really bring peace and expansion and beauty into your lives. And we want to thank you for bringing that to us today and sharing your heart and your wisdom. So thank you very much for serving so beautifully and powerfully. Can we give them a round of applause? So thank you. Thank you. So one more round of applause. Thank you very much for serving so beautifully and powerfully. Great. And then we also talked about our MC earlier. Jim, could I have you take the stage? You didn't know it, but we have been energetically preparing this for you all day, weaving our energy into it, sending it love, and this is a thank you for serving so beautifully and powerfully. And I thought you would prefer this over an orchid. I thought this was a little more masculine than our normal orchid. So, and it has some.
It survives year after year, right?
Yeah, and see, yeah, and see, it has shimmer and sparkles.
Yes, beautiful.
To represent today in the holiday. So thank you for your service and gift and holding space. Thank you.
Yeah, I like the sparkles.
I know. I thought that was fun. Thank you. And Brandy, you didn't know this, but I did this for you as well. So if you could. Jim, if you don't mind handing her the microphone. And Brandy, we acknowledged you earlier, and I so appreciate you and all that you bring to our events. And I wanted to gift you as well. And this has been collecting all the energy from the front of the room to share with you and take home with our love and appreciation. So let's give her one more round of applause.
I know who I am, and I know my purpose and my mission to this world. But every time I'm here with Rebecca, I know my job in all these rooms, and that's to be of service. Sometimes I might not do it like you want me to, but look further than the outside, look into my heart and know that I'm doing everything through love. And I wish everybody much success, because I pray every night for all entrepreneurs to be successful. I pray for all the kids to grow up in a better world. So I love each and every one of you. And Rebecca, she tried to give me orders today, and I told her I'm the bigger sister.
Thank you. And we have one more group that I think is really important that we acknowledge and appreciate, and that's each of you. Today would not have been the same if one of you were missing. So I celebrate that you leaned in. I celebrate that you said yes. I celebrate that you were with us, the journey of today, sharing the gift of who you are with each of us. You have impacted me. You have impacted each other. And now we get to go back out into the world, nourished, connected, with that richness that you have poured into each other and into me and into our community. So I want to thank you for the gift of you, I want to thank you for your willingness to be here, to connect, to tap into your magic, and your willingness to bring that out into the world. So as we do that, can we stand together? Celebrate our holiday magic that we're tapping into and our willingness to bring it out into the world. Can we do that? Yes. Okay, let's celebrate that. And so thank you for being here. And I have a cheer I would like us to do to celebrate this event and this time together. And here is the cheer. Feeling into it, making sure you're ready. I'm ready. You guys ready? Repeat after me. I'm ready, to bring my magic, and shine. Enjoy your afternoon, everyone. Thank you. Are you a speaker looking to reach more people with your message? You have a global vision that you want to touch the world and make a global difference. If so, I have an amazing opportunity for you. It's called the Speaker Talent Search. Again, that's the speakertalentsearch.com. You'll find all the details, but here are the highlights. With one application process, you get clarity on your message. You get to fine-tune how you want to reach the world. Then you'll have everything ready in one place for the opportunities when they come. Second, we select you as a finalist. You get to come in and audition with a 7-minute audition, open up the door to hundreds of speaking opportunities. I hope you lean in. I hope you say yes. We would love to hear your message, help you touch the world powerfully. Again, that's the speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your powerful message. Hi, I'm Rebecca Hall Gruyter, and I am the producer of the Empowered Connections TV channel. And I wanted to personally invite you to come on over, enjoy our amazing shows. We are all about empowering women. We're all about transforming lives. We're empowering men to really step out and be all they can be. We are looking for programming and shows to bring things to the next level. So if you are somebody that feels a show birthing within you, you have a calling to bring your show to life and touch the world, please reach out to me. I'd love to have a conversation with you. We are launching new programs and shows every week, every month, because we're going to change the world. I look forward to talking to you.